Hello, my friends. It's Shelby here, and today's class is going to be a quick, easy, stretchy, feel good flow. We're going to pack as much as we can in under 20 minutes, and the focus today is just opening and feeling really good in our bodies. So it's not going to be too dynamic or powerful. This is going to be really grounding and relaxing. So if you are ready, join me on your mat. We'll start in child's pose. You can separate your knees as wide as you like. Bring your big toes to touch. Melt your heart, melt your forehead. And give yourself a few moments here just to settle in. Starting to bring your awareness to your breath. And beginning to notice where you might be able to soften a little more. Maybe the facial muscles, and the belly, and the jaw. And with each breath, could you find a little more space, a little more separation from everything going on off the mat? The breath, your vehicle through which you may arrive here and now. And take one more deep inhale and exhale. And with your next inhale, let's come up to tabletop, hands and knees. Lining yourself up, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, and we'll take a nice variation of cat-cow. Curl your toes under. Inhale, arch the back cow pose. Keep the back arched. As you exhale, send your hips towards your heels. Inhale, cat, round the spine forward and up, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, cat, arch, or cow, arch the back, slide back, hips to heels. Moving with the breath, inhale, cat, round the spine, forward and up, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, cow, arch the back, slide back, hips to heels. Once more, inhale, cat, round the spine, forward and up. Exhale, cow, arch the back, slide back. This time, inhale, cat, round the spine, forward and up. Exhale like a cow pose, coming into down dog. Lift the knees, float it all the way up and back. Take some feel-good movement in down dog. You might bend and straighten the knees, sway the hips. Pressing a lot into the hands with widely spread fingers. Feeling long through the spine and through the arms. Good. And then from your down dog, start to walk your hands back to your feet, meeting in a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Your knees can be as bent as you need here. Let yourself hang free. Head is heavy. You might even shake it a little yes, a little no. Perhaps grabbing opposite elbow and gently swaying or bouncing, feeling all that length in the backside of your body. And then release the elbows if you have them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down dog. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Reset your down dog. Full cycle of breath. And then gently lower your knees down to the mat. Have a seat. Bring the legs around in front of you. Good. And then we're going to straddle the legs. You're welcome to face any direction that you like. I'm just going to face you. If your heels are sensitive, maybe you turn sideways as well, so the mat adds padding beneath your heels. So depending on your flexibility, you'll find your straddle. Flex your feet. Let's bring our hands behind us and try to tilt the tailbone back, drawing the frontal hip bones forward, so it's that anterior cow tilt. Some of us, this might be enough. You might be feeling enough here, and the support of your hands behind you actually helps you deepen the stretch. If you're more flexible, then you'll start to crawl forward out in front of you. So you can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, any degree of depth, and take your time. We are going to spend maybe about a minute or two here, so give yourself time to find your depth without any rush, without any expectation for how the pose should look or how deep you should be. Follow the sensation. You might relax your head, relax your neck. Come back to your breath. And then notice if the eyebrows are furrowing, if the jaw is tightening, and just see if you can let go of any tension that is not going to be necessary. Staying here about 8 more breaths. Really great work. You might feel yourself just naturally going a little deeper. One more deep inhale and exhale. Moving slow, start to ease yourself back up. Good. We're going to draw our left heel in, so keep your right leg at a half straddle. Your right hand can either go to the inside or the outside, whatever is comfortable for you. Reach your left arm up and overhead and start to walk your right hand to the right. So focusing on the side body here. So notice if your chest is closing off, and I want you to open it. So it's okay if we don't get as close to our toes as we would with a closed chest. I want us to feel the left side body lengthening. For more depth, bend the right elbow, taking it down to the mat. Keep spiraling the left shoulder open. Keep reaching through the left fingers. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, come on up through center, and then left hand over to the left. Counter stretch. Reach the right arm overhead. The more you bend the left elbow, the deeper you'll go. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Good. Switching it out, left leg half straddle. Draw the right heel in towards your center. Left hand can be on the outside or the inside, up to you. We'll start to reach our right arm up overhead, crawling the left fingers over to the left. Keep the right shoulder open. Keep the right hip grounded. Maybe you bend the left elbow. Really nice deep stretch in the right side body. Full cycle of breath here. Inhale up through center. Reach the right hand over to the right. Counter stretch. Left arm reaches up and over. Maybe you soften the right elbow. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Beautiful. Baddha Konasana, butterfly, soles of the feet touch. So you might hold on to your ankles or you might hold on to your toes. And same thing here. This could be enough. This might provide you the leverage to kind of pull yourself into the stretch if you're someone who's a little back here. But if you have the flexibility, you'll use this to inhale for length and then exhale to fold in. Depending on how high your knees are, your elbows can help press them down. But if you're already pretty close to the earth, maybe the arms walk out in front of you and you rest and fold here. Just a few more cycles of breath as you are. And slowly rise up if you folded. Hands will come behind you. And separate your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. We'll windshield wiper knees side to side. Nice. Next time your knees fall to the right, let's pause there. Knees to the right. If this is enough, stay. If you want more, take the right ankle to the outside of the left thigh. Puff up the chest and look opposite way over to the left. Full breath in, full breath out. Return your gaze to the center. Release the right foot if it's on the left thigh and switch. Knees to the left. Option for the left foot to come on the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, look over to the right. Full cycle of breath. And back to center, release. Good. We're going to ease onto our belly here. So come on down. I'm just going to do the left side first so that you're able to see. I know we usually do the right side first, but just so you can see what's happening. Left arm reaches out to the left. Palm faces down on the earth. Left ear down on the earth. You'll roll to the left side body and step the right foot behind you. Make sure your left arm is horizontal. Oftentimes I'll see folks with their arm kind of down or up. I want it to be horizontal, unless of course you have a shoulder injury preventing you from doing so. Modify if that's the case. Your right hand can either be on your mat as leverage to kind of help support you in this shape, or if you want to go deeper, you can reach your right arm in front of you in the direction that you're looking, and this will deepen your twist, almost like you're reaching to the right side of the room. If you want to deepen the chest opener, then your right arm can maybe bind back behind you. And I know this is a chill class, but if you're wanting something fancy, you could try to connect your peace fingers to your right big toe and find this little ditty here. We'll take a few more breaths wherever you are. Nice and slowly, we'll start to release whatever variation we have and come back onto our bellies. You might bring your hands just to frame your chest, and it might feel good to kind of wiggle out the hips a little here. And we'll switch to the other side. So the right arm's going to go out to the right, palm down on the earth, right ear down on the earth. You're going to roll to the right side body and step the left foot back behind you. Good. Make sure the right arm is out to the horizontal. You can stay here. Left hand is supporting you, or left arm can reach forward for a deeper twist, or left arm can wrap behind you for a deeper chest and shoulder opening. Keep breathing where you are. And if you went for the fancy option on the first side, maybe trying it again here, left peace fingers to left big toe. A little bit of proprioception, knowing where the body is in space without actually seeing it with the eyes. A few more breaths wherever you are. And slowly releasing the variation that you have, come back onto your belly. And it might feel nice to windshield wiper the heels from side to side. Good. And then we're just going to flip onto our back. So nothing fancy here. You can actually just roll over. Adjust yourself as needed. When you arrive onto your back, hug your knees into your chest and rock a little side to side. Nice. Release the soles of your feet onto the mat. And we'll find reclined figure 4. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Stay here, or you can hug your left thigh up to your chest, threading your right arm through the hole in your legs. And notice if you're kind of crunching up head, neck, and shoulders, try to relax the head, neck, and shoulders. And try to relax the muscles of your face. Deep breaths here as we open up the hips. Really nice. If you're hugging your left thigh in, just release your left foot back down. And I want everyone to reach your right leg up towards the sky, like a single leg up the wall. Point and flex your right foot. Roll out the right ankle, one direction, and then the other direction. And then you're either going to, we'll start with our foot flex. You're either going to grab behind your thigh, calf, ankle. We're just going to hug our right leg in towards our body. Option to straighten your left leg, relaxing it down the mat. If you want to hold your foot, you can hold your foot. Try not to hold the knee area, so maybe just either the thigh, calf, or foot. Nice. And then half happy baby. So right hand to outer edge of right foot. If this does not work for you, then you can hold the underside of your thigh or your calf. We're pulling our right knee towards our right armpit, right foot towards the sky. Breathe here. I like to also sometimes put my left hand on my left hip and thigh to kind of ground it down. One more breath. Nice. And then supine twist. You can use your left hand to guide your right knee across your body. Reach your right arm to the right. Gaze to the right, breathing as you twist. One more breath. And simple transition to reclined tree pose. So just open the right knee out to the right side. Adjust your hips, sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Arms can be anywhere that you like. You might outstretch them. You might place one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Fully grounded here, fully supported here, connected to the earth beneath you, connected to the breath within you. And relax your right leg out long to meet the left. Take a moment. Notice how the right hip feels. Notice how the left hip feels. Good. Bend your knees, plant your feet, adjust your low back, adjust your tailbone. And recline figure 4. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. You might stay here, or you might hug the right thigh up to the chest, keeping your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. A few more breaths. Beautiful. If you're hugging your right thigh in, release your right foot back to the earth. And everyone, reach your left leg up to the sky. Got a little zened out there, lost my words. Point and flex your left foot in this single leg up the wall shape. Roll out the left ankle. Roll the other way. And then flex your left foot. You're either going to hug the thigh, the calf, or the foot up in towards your body. And then you might straighten the right leg. If that's too much, no biggie, you can bend it. But this might feel nice as we hug the left leg in. And our half happy baby. So left hand grabs the outer edge of the left foot. If this is not working for you, grab your thigh, or you can grab your calf. Ultimately, we want to pull our left knee towards our left armpit, sole of the left foot towards the sky. You might even press the right thigh, right hip forward and down. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of maneuvering of my femur and my hip socket, getting my thigh outside my rib cage. So If you feel kind of funky, just, maneuver it around until it feels like a place you can maybe not relax, but at least feel a sensation that feels helpful. Good. One more breath. And then we'll start to twist. So you might use the right hand to help guide your left knee across, reach your left arm to the left, gaze to the left. And we do want to find a sense of relaxation in many of these poses, but it's not lost on me that some of them can be a little stressful if we're new to the practice, or if we're just feeling tight, or even if it's just one of those days where the mind is racing. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and know that by being here and showing up, that is enough. Doesn't have to look or feel any specific way for it to be enough, for you to be enough. One more breath. Simple transition into reclined tree pose. Left knee opens out to the left side. You might adjust your hips, just like your tree pose, but on your back. I like to adjust my shoulder blades. And then do whatever feels good with your arms. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. The intuition gets stronger the more we use it, just like our muscles. And these kind of yogi's choice moments of deciding, do I want cactus elbows? Do I want hands on my body? These are simple, tangible ways to exercise our intuition. And gently straighten the left leg out long to meet the right. You might relax your arms. Notice how the left hip feels, and the right. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a loving embrace. I'm going to invite us to find Shavasana if we have time. If you have to boogie, I understand, but if you can, we'll take a big breath in. And exhale, release everything to Shavasana. Take up as much space as you'd like. Make your body as comfortable as possible. And allow yourself some time to just soak in the nourishment of your practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Until next time, namaste.